Bonjour! So for today's video, checking in with Riverview and what's going on there. So the town of Riverview that is downloadable on the Sims 3 store, I'm making it over in Creator World to fit in a few more things. Well, I started with a few more things and I think I'm changing quite more than was first planned. But that's not surprising. Once I'm starting with Creator World, I don't know if I'm ever done with it. There's always something you're like, oh, why not that? But yeah, the project here is to make over or build lots for Riverview and also making it over in Creator World. So I've got a whole playlist with all the buildings. I'm going to pin it on the screen, and another one with the Creator World episodes, if you want to get up to date with, well, I've done a few more things since last Creator World episode, but yeah, it has a bit more information there that I'm not going to talk about today. So that said, that was the intro. Let's check in with the world. Let's go bird's eye view. So here we go. The district I've worked on in Creator World are the trailer park area over there. I haven't done anything. Well, I've done the pathway here, but not much else over there. This district we're going to talk about too, and this one, which is mostly done. Let me check. I had to adjust here. Is it? Yeah, good enough. Not totally seamless, but see, I haven't worked more on the school. I need to go back to it, but I'm not in the mood, so it might be next year. Okay, yeah, it's a long-term project, so don't expect it to be ready before next year. What else? Something that is visible from bird's eye view. I'm actually making the grass a bit darker. I won't do that for the meadows over there, but that's the idea for, I sculpted a bit over there too, and added some darker tones over there. For instance, I haven't done anything here, I haven't sculpted here yet. I haven't done, oh, I think I did a tiny bit here, but just a tiny bit. I'll do a bit more. And I haven't done that hill over there, but I'm going to do something now. So I haven't had time to organize my thoughts, so hopefully it's not going to be all over the place. I do have a few comments and questions I can answer. I'll try to insert the comments on the screen. I need just to find them because some of them I don't remember under what video they were, but the ones under the previous check-in video I can get to. So let me see first. Oh yeah, I talked about adding Sims and animals, pets here and there. So I can already tell you there will be cats downtown. I think it's a great idea. So I've already have an idea for Constance Chili. Is there? Where is she? Oh, here she is. So I haven't added a cat yet, but I should get one. Here, she's a bit of a homebody. Well, she's a bookworm. That would be neat for her to have a cat, I think. And I do not know yet for Meadow, but because I was seeing her more as a dog person, maybe because I gave her a bird cage, so I was maybe a cat. I mean, it's just that bird and cat usually, going for cats. A cat, at least one cat downtown, and I'll wait a bit to do the different farms, but yeah, I'm going to try and add a cat, a farm cat, at least one, in one of those houses, one of those farms. So there's this one, and this one that are occupied and are farms. This one right now, it's not really a farm for me because it's the Baker family. It's just that they live in a old farm. I don't remember I read it previously, but I don't remember the description for the house. But yeah, so talking about the Baker and other families like that, let's go in edit town mode. So last time I added in town one every 2 families. So this one, and this one in town. But then I went to Wikisims because I was thinking that maybe a bit more, because that town, the issue with Riverview, which is not really an issue because I like playing with them, but there are a lot of elderly Sims living there. So when I was doing the latest makeover, should be, if I'm planning that well, it should have been the nightclub, which is over there. And so for a nightclub, usually the population going there is not the elderly Sims. So I wanted to have a bit more age variety, and I added that couple, are they? No, that couple, the Williams, they are adults and they have a kid. But reading in Wikisims, I've seen that, I read that they might be related to Sims 2. Was that the console game? Maybe, where there were 2 sisters, the Williams sisters. I think they were young adults. Well, I went with that. And since they are said to be competitive or something like that, and already have at least one couple of sisters over there that are already competitive and quite the opposite, I went with I haven't made them over yet. I've just placed 2 Sims. One is a young adult and the other one is a teenager. Gave them a dog. It's going to be a Chow Chow because of the name of the house, and I placed them there for now. But I'll keep them there if I've already given them the dog. I'd forgotten that. So yeah, so that there is more youth in town. I added the sisters to Marley Williams. So yeah, I made them his sisters, and there is a backstory. So I do have a bio for them that way. I have also placed previously the Martinez family. I've placed them there, and I saw that in The Sims 4 they had 2 kids. So I gave them 2 kids from The Sims 4. Again, I haven't made them over, so it's just placed the 2 kids from The Sims 4 on there. I think it's The Sims 4, maybe, it's not Parenthood, or maybe, but it's on the Sims Wiki. I'm going to go with the description and also the bios from there, so that I have something to in there, the Sims bios, because they don't come with anything in their individual bio. And last but not least, let's say, I've also added the Loom family in town. I've never played with them, so that I was like, oh, why not? And it adds another teenager to the bunch, and they are right now living there. I haven't added a dog because I'm not sure if I'm keeping them here or if I'll move them elsewhere. We'll see. Also, while I'm in that edit town mod, I'll tackle also another question I've had to add. I was going to say a fireplace, a fire station in town. I won't do that, and that's because it's part of the story of the town, so the original story. And I think it's there because I've played with George Dean, and in the lot bio, in the lot description, there is, budget cuts at Riverview's only fire station are forced town leaders to close it and send all the firemen and equipment to a neighboring town. So going to go with that, and there won't be a fire station. I was going to say a fireplace again. There won't be a fire station in town. I won't make one, but there are going to be a few empty lots, or you can remove an existing lot if you want to place your own fire station there. And I'm thinking maybe when I'll do the hospital to have a very small area, well, a small area, to have just the fire truck placed there and the fire alarm as a replacement for an ambulance, just a corner for maybe a firefighter to work there. Which one I'm going to go next with? Okay, let's talk about the trailer park area over there, and I'm going to go back in Live Mode. Tintin has moved out. He's there now. Okay, so the trailer park area over there, it's done. I'm just working on this lot here, which is a bar, but I'm doing it in the other version of Riverview I have, which is the regular version. I'm just making over all the lots over there, and then I place it in that version, which is not done. So yeah, I don't remember if I said that, but it's a work in progress in Cradlewood. Here I've just uploaded a newer version from time to time, place back all the lots, and then I can test a few things and try to correct a few things, see what I can adjust. So, trailer park area, let's zoom in. There is a work in progress bar being built over there, but right now this is the trailer park. There is a few decorative items, so there's that. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I can find another one that I think might fit better there. I did also a fake parking lot here, and this is the first one I made over in that neighborhood, and it's the laundromat, but it's also the trailer park office, and there is a small playground. It's not a big one, but there is also a playground, for instance, at the Brock compound, the family compound over there. So I didn't want to have too many playgrounds. So as community lots here, they're going to be just the laundromat, and so trailer park office, and the bar just outside the trailer park, which is also going to be, it's a prefab also, the look of it. There are 1, 2, 3 occupied trailers. This one is empty, so these are all makeovers, and there are 2 more lots, so I haven't added any empty lots there. This one used to be over there, but I place it here because it's a trailer, so it seems logical. But yeah, I'm thinking of either leaving those 2 empty, or maybe if I have a sudden want to make another trailer, I might do in one of these 2 lots. But for now, that's a starter home here. And then I haven't started that area here, really, but I've seen that there are a lot of willow trees. So I've placed these because these came with ambitions. But these ones are in the original version. And I've seen that this house that I've never renovated has a pond there. So I'm thinking of maybe doing sort of a swamp area. So I'm thinking about it, see what I could do, but maybe more of a swampy corner over there. And this here I'm trying to do not a fort, but something a bit like that, to have a bit of a beach over there on that side. I'll see. Not sure yet, but yeah, I'm going to go with more of a muddy beach. But yeah, right now trying to think how I could do like a small swamp over there. a la Twin Brook. So that's for the trailer park area. Since we are not far from it, I'm just going to talk about that small island. And that's also where like maybe, I don't know yet what I'm going to do there, but maybe I might do like a small, not a port, but just a place where we can have a few rowboats or something to get to the island, to the small island. And this can be like a fishing area. If I do that, it's going to be at the end of the project because it's something I would have, I'm going to add to, if I add lots, I'm going to add to the original town. It's primarily a makeover project. So if I add lots, yeah, I'm going to be at the end. If I make lots there, you won't be able to place them in the original version of Riverview. So, okay, since we are not far from this one, I'm going to talk about this one. To recap, and that area is more, it's called Riverview, I think, in Creator World. And it's the more of a gated community. And that's where I've built over the original houses, well, 3 of them on smaller lots. So this one, and this one are actually, I've built them over, and I'm currently making them over. But first, build them over on smaller lots, and this one was already in 40 by 40, and this one also. So I've also shuffled things around a bit. They're not located exactly at the same spot they used to be in the original version. And I've added a few decorative items, trees. Also worked on the routing here. I've closed it off somewhat in that area, so that there are not that many access to the top of the hill there, to that road. And oh yeah, and this is the country club, which has currently making over. The swimming pool is way smaller now. So, oh yeah, I can talk about that too. So the reason the swimming pool is smaller is because I've placed these golfing range items in Creator World and playtested them, and they work. So I'm going to do a very small golf course here for the Sims to use. And then I've also added a house to that household over there, and there are 2 pathways. So this lot I've added in Creator World. Those 2 lots have path leading down the slope over there, and they can exit the area. And at first had placed this to jump over with a horse, but it's not working. So I did a previous other video when I was playtesting in a previous version. So I had placed the small wall on either side, as if they jumped over the wall on the property, but wasn't working. So I tried to remove the wall and see if it was working. But when I do that, they do this. They go around the wall. They don't want to jump over it. I've playtested a few times, removing different things and trying to have no routing. When I don't have the routing, they are just cutting through the hill over there. So put it back, and then yeah, it's not working. So I'm going to remove it. And my I think the last version I'm going to go with is I'm going to have a wall here, and like a gate over there, but it's going to be open so that they can go through when they are horseback riding over there. We can take advantage of the countryside on that side of the wall. Okay, so then there is that area. I don't really know what to do with it yet. There are quite a few lots, but it's on the outskirts, and I don't want to do a whole other planned community as it looks there. It would be a bit weird to have two of them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all those lots. If I do, I think that's where the Showtime Performance Park spawns in the original Riverview. So maybe one of these, but I'm not sure. And this I moved from there. I also started this one. So that's the first one I've started really in that neighborhood, but I haven't done much here, just added that, but I've talked about that in the Creator World episode. And then downtown I've talked about. So let's talk about that neighborhood, that district, because there is also the one, oh no, I'm going to end with this one. Let's talk quickly about over there. So over there, what's going on is that I wanted to continue with the, it's called the Dogwood district over there. And one of the street road is called Dogwood, maybe this one. And so I wanted to have a wood there. So I started adding a few more trees over there, and then remembered that this one, it used to be there. It was a huge lot, 60 by 60, quite close to this one, which is also 60 by 60. This one is a farm, so I understand why there is space for crops and stuff. And this one is an old granary, so I understand why it's placed near the farm. But this one was very close to this one, and even more so when you know what's in the barn over there. And it was big. So it's another one I've downsized quite a bit. I think it's 30 by... I think I had to keep it quite wide here, maybe 50 wide, because I didn't want to change the look of the house and the barn. So I moved it and made it smaller, and then I moved the family there, and I tried to place back the different items. So I haven't made over the house, except I'm working on the siding right now. So that's why it's like that. But there is the same idea, except that I removed the whole area at the front. There was a pond, there was a driveway that would wind up like that, and that's about it. A lot of grass at the front. So instead, I'm currently working in Creator World to have it more of a wooded area at the front, and maybe decorative meadows and fields in the back, and so that it looks a bit darker, because the barn is a bit not threatening but a bit sinister, you know. So the idea would be like when they are driving by, they're like, ooh, creepy house. So that's what I've done so far over there, but I'm going to add a few more trees and decorative items, and also replace the sidewalk here by more of a dirt pathway. The industrial district over there, which is actually in Creator World, it's downtown. The two are in the same district. There, I've started this month, because if I'm planning that well, there should have been 2 videos about that district already. So the swimming pool, that has changed since I've done the makeover video, and the nightclub here, which I've called just the club. So that's done. I'm currently building here. That's why I've removed the business rabbit hole, because I'm going to place the building I'm doing in the other version of Riverview I have. Once it's done, I'm going to place it there. Let's have a close-up of the district. It's good to be better. So yeah, I did that. I added the wall here, the containment wall. It's not a sea wall, the river wall over there. And I haven't started on this one yet. That's going to be the second makeover in that district, and the rest are going to be let's build. So the military career, we've talked about that. Right now I'm leaning on removing totally the military career from Riverview. There is only one sim in town in that career, and he could do anything else because it's not in his bio. I checked. So yeah, remove it. And no recruitment office right now, but maybe I'll make one in downtown at City Hall. I don't know if I have room, or maybe nothing about the military. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do anything overtly supernatural in town because it's not the theme of the town. But there are hints of possibilities, you know, to be supernatural. For instance, for the Ivanov family, I haven't made them witches, but they could easily be. Just going to go for some fun things here and there, but not really full-blown supernatural school and stuff like that. I still need to finish the regular one, so yep. So this one, I'm not sure. So I'm going to do something totally different for the science center. So instead, one of the ideas I have, I don't know if it's a good one, is to have apartment buildings there. And so maybe another starter home, and they could be brick buildings because that's the theme here. Most of these are brick buildings. I think it was also a brick building over there, the business career one. This one what is it? Yeah, brick. And so I was thinking maybe either apartments with a view on the river, but not expensive, rather cheap, or I go with another community lot. So that's my question here. What do you think about having apartments there? Yeah, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I've asked one of my nieces, Lulut, we were just wondering. She wasn't sure either. Okay, so I think that's about all I wanted to talk about in this video. It's always like I'm sure I've forgotten something, and when I turn it off, I'm like, shoot, forgot that. I'll do another check-in soon enough anyway, because I'm actually pre-recording quite a few videos early because I need to have a few videos ready to go, as I won't have time when this one is going to be out. So I should have worked a bit more on the world since I've filmed this video. Next video, I'm not sure if it's going to be Riverview because there have been quite a few in a row. We'll see. I've got a few worlds I would like to go to, but these are busy times. So I don't know if I'll have time to do that. And this one is an easy one to do because already it's well on its way and I have an objective, and there are quite a few different lots to tackle depending on my mood, so that's good. I don't know yet if it's going to be in Riverview, but I'll see you in the next video. À bientôt!